Has a third wave made you more careful than before?
I've always been careful. I can't afford to get sick, lose money, and then get other people I know sick in my household. So I think I take it very seriously because I've done enough research to know that it can be deadly, and I certainly don't want to die just yet or get anybody else killed.
I'm retired. My life hasn't changed a whole lot other than I can't go to the gym and I can't have dinner with my friends. So when you're retired, it's not, I mean, I go to get groceries and I go home and I wash my hands. It's no different than any other flu season. You take care of yourself, take your vitamins, be outside, get lots of fresh air, and stay healthy.
Well, I've already had my first dose. So, and I was being pretty careful before, so I think I'm trying to maintain my same approaches.
No, it actually hasn't. I'm trying to be careful as much as possible. I realize I'm not wearing a mask right now, right at this moment, but that's only for this interview. Other than that, washing hands super often, obviously maintaining minimum 6 feet distance, trying to make sure that I minimize contact unless necessary with people, excluding possibly family and close cohorts. Yeah, washing hands and not touching faces, probably two of the most important things to do all the time.
It sure has, because of the variants, because we just don't know much about them. So yes, it has.
For me personally, yeah, because there's a lot of people that are in my age group or cohort that are in ICUs and such. So it does concern me a lot more than the previous wave. That being said, on the other hand, it's, there's a lot more vaccinations and such in the broader public. So those that are at risk, like the older folk, are less, at risk. So that's, I guess, a benefit. But I am personally more concerned.
I've been doing pretty much what I've been doing, since the pandemic started. Mask wearing, hand washing, all that stuff. I think that, we're definitely not seeing the third wave on PEI as extreme as other provinces, so it's easier to not feel the need to amp up, the measures as much.
Not any different. Still, wearing my mask wherever I go and whatnot, and keeping my distance, and just trying to do the best I can, and go from there.
Here in PEI, where it seems like we've kind of maintained a low number of cases, I guess not really, but if we did see an uptick in cases here in PEI, then I would probably be a little bit more careful, but I'm just pretty content abiding by the current rules.
I feel like I've just almost adapted to it. It's almost just a sense of normal. Just wearing the mask, washing your hands, all of the things we've been doing for the last year.
I think I've always been quite careful in the way that I've been going out and about in my daily life. I think we've been able, because we have more information about COVID, I think we have more opportunities and options to protect ourselves. And so I don't necessarily feel that I've changed much because of being in a third wave. I think I'm staying pretty much the status quo as I had been before in all the other different iterations.
Yeah, I've been keeping my circle a lot smaller and just sticking around my family and just my one friend, basically, because I work in healthcare and I have a younger sister and I just don't want to bring that into my home, so I've just been kind of keeping things smaller.
I guess geographically depends where you are, right? I don't think I haven't felt like I've needed to be more careful on PEI. If there was a circuit breaker again, of course, but no, I haven't been any more careful right now, but I'll be going back to Montreal in a few weeks and I'll definitely be more careful there. There's a curfew in place.
I'm more careful. I'm just very thankful that we live on PEI. We've had low case numbers, we've had low daily cases, so I'm pretty careful. I'm pretty safe on Prince Edward Island. If I was in a bigger province like Ontario, I see that they have a lot of cases. Alberta, provinces like that, I would be more careful, more cautious, but I do feel safe of what the province is doing and what Heather Morrison is doing and the government.
I've been being careful all along, so I wouldn't say I've been more careful, but I think my sense is that most people are getting pandemic fatigue and kind of enough is enough, whatever happens, but I'm trying to be patient because it's not going to be much longer. They're saying that all of us will be vaccinated, fully vaccinated, hopefully by the fall, so we just need to hang in a little longer.
I'm certainly more conscientious, of course, about the spread, especially in other places, and I think it would be foolish not to consider what's happening in other places, particularly, at the top of my mind right now is in Ontario, where the case rise is so high, and where, in comparison to here, where we've been so fortunate, I know that there's extra things that I need to be aware of in service industry as well as in theater, where we're doing things that they can't do anywhere else right now. Like, they can't do it, and we're here doing it only because of the conditions here and how, I believe that people contributing in the way of masking and social distancing and being conscientious is helping us to be able to do those things.
The variants are pretty scary. So definitely on the alert. I certainly haven't eased back in terms of the protocol and the restrictions, for sure.
I don't think so. I took it pretty serious right from the start, my husband and I both. And I think that the majority of people are taking it seriously, and the ones that aren't should be.